Hello students and welcome to IP Study lecture videos. In this video, we are going to cover chapter 12 of grade 8 and the name of the chapter is Mensuration. Students, let us see what are the different topics we are going to cover under this chapter. So we'll see what is the area of a polygon, what is the surface area and volume of a cube, what is the surface area and volume of a cuboid and how to find them. Then in the later part of the video, we'll see what is the value of or what is the formula of finding out the surface area and volume of a right circular cylinder and how we can use those formula to solve our problems. So starting with the first topic, area of polygons. Students, in our previous classes we have already covered a method of finding area for different figures like triangles, right angle triangles, rectangles, squares, but sometimes figure can be a polygon with more than 4 sides and finding out their area using a direct formula is not appropriate. Rather, we divide them into smaller parts like rectangle, trapezium or triangle, square, etc. and we find their separate areas and we at the last step we just add their areas to find out the area of the whole polygon. For example, let's suppose if we have a polygon ABCDE, in this, in order to find out the area of this polygon, what we can do is we can divide this polygon with BE with having one as a triangle and other as a trapezium, and then we will have some information regarding these dimensions and we'll find out the area of triangle separately and area of trapezium separately, and we will add those areas and we'll get the area of polygon. Remember students, there is one keynote you have to understand, that a polygon can be divided into different smaller parts in more than one way also in some cases. So you can follow any one method out of which you have identified to get the area of the polygon. Let's solve one question to understand how we do that. Yes. So example 1 says, top surface of a raised platform is in the shape of a regular octagon as shown in the figure. Find the area of the octagonal figure. So here we have an octagon. Octagon is a polygon having 8 sides. So we have some data or information regarding the dimension of the octagon. Here we have this 4 meter, this is 11 meter and this is 5 meter. In order to find out the area of this octagon, it can be divided into trapezium, second trapezium and a rectangle, or we can say a parallelogram. You can consider any one of these. Yes. Basically it is a rectangle. Yes. Now to find out the area of this octagon, we need to add the area of 2 trapeziums which will have same areas as they seems to be a regular octagon as mentioned in the question. Yes. So we need to find out the area of these 2 trapezium as well as this rectangle, and then we will add those values to get the area of this octagon. So in order to find out the area of trapezium A, B, we have divided and named the trapeziums and rectangles so that it will be easier to identify which part we are taking on. Yes, so ABCH, the octagon is named from A to H, and ABCH is one of the trapezium, and we know that in order to find out the area of a trapezium, we need the formula of half times sum of the parallel sides, because what is a trapezium? Trapezium is a figure having one pair of parallel sides. Yes, so sum of the parallel sides, yes, P1 plus P2 times height, the distance between those 2 parallel sides. Yes, so here we have this trapezium whose one parallel side is 11 meter and other is 5 meter. So we have taken this, and height is 4 meter as given in the question itself. You can see over here. So it means we have the value of this trapezium in the 32 meter square. Yes. Now next is area of parallelogram or area of rectangle, we can say. So this will be equals to length and there is a breadth, so we'll multiply those 2 values and we'll get 55 meters square. And then after that we have second trapezium which will have the same area because the dimension of this trapezium is also same. So this will be also 32 meters square and the sum will be equals to 119 meters square. So this is how we can find out area of a figure by dividing into smaller shapes whose formula or method we know already from our previous grades. Yes. Now moving to the next topic. So we have next topic as volume of cube and cuboid. What is the meaning of volume? Volume is the capacity of a container of what quantity or how much quantity it can hold. Yes, so space occupied by a solid is called volume. Let's suppose if we have object like this, then the space that this object is occupying is called the volume, not the surface but the space. Yes, now we have two different types of 3D figures that we need to see over here. One is cube and one is cuboid. In cubes, all the 6 faces are square, and in a cuboid, all the 6 faces are rectangle. So we already know what is a cube and what are the properties of cube from our previous grade, and also the properties of cuboid. Here we are given with some formula for changing the unit of the value that we'll have in the cube and cuboid dimensions. Like if we need to find out the area in centimeter cube, but the dimensions are in meter, so we can convert using these relations. Yes, now starting with the first 3D figure, which is a cuboid. So a cuboid is a figure which looks like this, and it has 3 dimensions. One is length, other is breadth, and third is height. In order to find out the volume of a cuboid, we need to multiply length, breadth and height like this. Yes, and in problems you may encounter some cases where volume will be given and one of these 3 dimensions will be missing, and you have to use the same formula in order to find out the value. Yes, now in case of cube, as all the sides are equal, it means length, breadth and height, all 3 dimensions are of same value. So in that case, length, breadth and height will be same, and it will become L cube. It means L will be multiplied with itself 3 times. Yes, moving to the next topic, surface area of cuboid and cube. Students, we have already covered volume of cube and cuboid. Now surface area. Surface area is this area that we can touch or fill outside the body of the surface of a figure like cube or cuboid. Yes, so in order to find out the area of cuboid, we know that it is made up of 6 faces. Yes, so we can add those areas, the area of those 6 faces, to get the area of a cuboid. So area of one cuboid will be equals to the area of the 6 faces, sum of the area of the 6 faces. Yes, so let's suppose if we have length, breadth and height, so area of this front face and back face will be length times height. Yes, because it is a rectangle, so area of rectangle is length times width. So width over here is h, so we'll have 2 LH. Similarly, we will have one left side figure face and other right side face, and the dimensions are breadth and height. So we'll have 2 BH, and we'll have top and bottom which have dimension length and breadth, so we'll have 2 LB also. Now we can take 2 as common, and we'll left with LB plus BH plus LH as the area of our cuboid, surface area of cuboid. So this is the total surface area of a cuboid. There is one more concept, lateral surface area or curved surface area, in which we find out the area of 4 figures only, or 4 faces only. Yes, so in that case, let's suppose if top and bottom is not need to be calculated in terms of lateral surface area, so we need to add the 4 faces only. So 4 faces will be length and breadth will be eliminated, and we're left with 2 LH plus 2 BH. Yes, now surface area of cube, as we know that all the 3 dimensions are equal in cube, so this will be 2 times L square plus L square plus L square. This will be 3 L square, which will make it 6 L square. So area of a cube is given by, surface area of a cube is given by 6 times square of the length of the side. Yes, now so the next example, example 4, find the surface area of cube whose volume is 1331 centimeter cube. Students, we know that to find out the surface area of a cube, we need the value of side, not volume. So using volume, we'll get the side, and using that side, we'll find out the surface area of that cube. So volume will be given as cube of this edge. Yes, now this is 1331. Now we have to find the cube root of 1331, and we have already covered in our previous chapters that how to find out the cube root of a number. So this will be 11 centimeter. Yes, now to find out the surface area of cube, what we need to use is the formula of 6a square. So this will be 6 times 11 times 11, which will be 726 centimeter square. Yes, moving to the next topic. The next topic is right circular cylinder and its volume and its surface area. Yes, so what is a right circular cylinder? In our everyday life, we come across objects such as drum, an electric tube, a circular pencil, etc. These objects are right circular cylinder as they have curved lateral surface area with congruent plane sides. Yes, so we have a cylinder, right circular cylinder shape like this, which have two circular bases or faces, we can say, and its height will be something around which can be considered as h. Yes, now what is the volume of right circular cylinder? So volume of cylinder is given by area of the base, and h will be the height of that cylinder. So volume will be area of base times height, so it will be equals to pi, as the base is a circle. Yes, and if we consider the radius of the base as r, so the area of base will be pi r square and height is h, so we'll multiply these two and we'll get pi r square h as the volume of a right circular cylinder. Yes, total surface area of right circular cylinder. So we have already covered volume of a right circular cylinder. Now total surface area of right circular cylinder. So in this case, we have two types of things that we need to consider over here. One is the curved face or curved area that we have, and two plane area. Yes, plane faces. So these two area need to be added to find out the total surface area with the curved surface area. Yes, so in order to find out the curved surface area, we have a formula, and then we'll add the area of these two circular faces to get the total surface area. Yes, so area of curved surface of a right circular cylinder is given by 2 pi r h. Why? Because if we consider this cylinder as a right circular cylinder, and if we cut it at any part of the object in height wise, so if we'll open that figure, it will look like this, and it is nothing but a rectangle, where the 2 pi r, the circumference of this cylinder, will make the length, and height will be the breadth of this rectangle. So the curved surface area is given by 2 pi r h. Yes, so the total surface area will be given by sum of the two circular faces, the area of the two circular faces, so which will be 2 pi r square. Yes, so if we take the common part of these two, we'll have 2 pi r as common, and we'll left with h plus r in the uncommon part. So area of cylinder can be given as 2 pi r h plus r multiplied together. Yes, now let's take one example. Find the volume, curved and total surface area of right circular cylinder whose height, radius of the base are 18 cm and 10 cm respectively. So first dimension is for height and the second dimension is for radius. Now in order to find out the curved surface area, we need the formula 2 pi r h, and we have the value of r as 10.5, which we can consider as 21/2 for our simplification. Yes, and the height is 18 centimeter square, so the value will be 1188. Volume will be calculated as pi r square h, where pi will be taken as 22/7 until and unless 3.14 is mentioned for pi. Yes, so we'll again use 10.5 as 21/2 for our simplification. Yes, it is not necessary to use, we can use for simplification only. Yes, so it will give us 6237 centimeter cube as the volume of this right circular cylinder. Yes, moving to the next, total surface area of cylinder. So in the curved surface area, we need to add the area of the two circular faces, which is 2 pi r square, and which will give us 693 centimeter square, and the total surface area will be 1881 centimeter square. So this is how you will find out the area of a cylinder when we have the dimensions and volume also. Yes, so this is all from this video. I hope you have understood the concept very well, and we'll meet in the next lecture. Till then, keep practicing, keep learning.